and welcome to the International Reporting Bureau's weekly wrap-up, where we take a look at Canadian coverage of international stories. I'm Marielle Torrefranca, coming to you from our studio here at Humber College. It was one of the biggest stories to come out of Iraq, with a tragic Canadian angle. Last Friday, Canadian Soldier Sergeant Andrew Joseph Doiron was killed in a friendly fire incident. On Tuesday, as his body was returned to Canada, news organizations set their sights on covering his repatriation ceremony. As more details came in about the death of the soldier, Monday's Globe and Mail featured a full spread on the story with two main articles along with 4 short paragraphs compiled from the Associated Press, Reuters, and Agence France Presse. The main feature was written by Bill Curry in Ottawa and was headlined, "Ottawa Says Canadian Forces Not to Blame." The article points out the passing of blame between Canadian forces and Kurdish officials. Alongside this piece ran a profile on Doiron, where he came from, and his military career. Turning to the Middle East now, Islamic State militants are clashing with Iraqi forces in a battle for Tikrit, Saddam Hussein's hometown just north of Baghdad. Canadian outlets drew from an AP story by Qasim Abdul-Zahra, while the National Post version of the story included Samir and Yaqub in the byline. And the latest in Ferguson protests, which have been ongoing since the shooting of Michael Brown last August.
Everybody down on the ground, I heard. Police got shot. Shots came from up Tiffin.
2 officers were shot in Ferguson, Missouri Thursday, just after the resignation of embattled Police Chief Thomas Jackson on Wednesday. CBC included a live hit with Lindsay Duncombe in Washington and interviewed a freelancer on the ground who shared eyewitness reports. Turning to Africa, Nigeria has reportedly hired mercenaries to fight Boko Haram for $400 US in cash per day. And all this is in light of a possible elections push. The Globe and Mail's Jeffrey York had the story on Thursday, which cited Nigerian politicians who have obtained black market military equipment to fight Boko Haram due to lack of support from Western governments. The Globe and Mail is the only Canadian news organization with a dedicated African correspondent at the moment, as other organizations drew from AP reports. In Bangladesh, as a 5-story cement factory collapsed on Thursday, it left at least 4 dead and over 100 trapped. Online, the Toronto Star had multimedia coverage, including a Reuters video, an AP story, and a less graphic photo from Getty Images. The article cited the deadly collapse of the garment factory also in Bangladesh, which killed over 1,000. Early Friday, CTV Online reported the recovery mission was called off as the death toll hit 7. And CTV also ran the same Getty photo with an updated story attributing the local chief government administrator of where the factory was located. For details, check online or follow us on Twitter. For JSource's International Reporting Bureau, I'm Marielle Torrefranca.